So yeah, those Halloween haunt guys are really something, aren't they? Um, I like the video, and they're kind of scary. Um, but I hope to see them again, maybe live next time. But I am going to check out their socials and look them up on Facebook for sure. And I'm going to like them because I like them. See you next time. Good evening, and welcome to the Heikadelic Show. We would like to take this moment to let you know that viewer and listener discretion is strongly advised. So sit back, have yourself a nice cool drink or hot drink, and enjoy the show. And welcome once again to the Heikadelic Show.
You better
Hey, this is Spiffy Vengeance, and I'm reporting for the Heikadelic Show.
You better subscribe to Pine Tree Line Outdoors, and here's why. Have a look. It's been an incredible time. Aubrey Falls. Why are we here? What is this abomination behind us? Okay.
Hey, how's everybody? Here we are once again, Monday night at 9:30 on the Heikadelic Show.
Yeah, extremely well.
Who's the gorgeous woman there in the green hat? Where'd she come from?
It's a mystery.
It's a mystery. So what we have here is Keisha, one of our fans. Yes, that was in the contest last week and wanted to be on our show, and here she is.
Wow.
The other winner was Stephanie, but unfortunately, Stephanie's not feeling very well, so we'll try and get her on another time.
Oh, welcome, Keisha.
Yes.
Thanks, guys.
And for you guys that don't know who Keisha is, she's been a fan since way back when we were with another station. We were audio only, and she's been here for years. So nice to have you on today, Keisha.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So what's new with you boys? Anything new since last week?
No. Just another
You
week.
always say the same story. Woo! All right.
Cheers. All right.
Cheers.
Yeah, I always say the same thing because every week seems the same.
But did you just see what happened? Our fan, Keisha, had her beer sitting there waiting for that song to play, and then she opened it.
Yes.
So if you didn't play that, she would have gone thirsty.
Well, this is it. This is why you gave me the job, because I'm so good at playing that tune.
Oh,
right,
it's amazing.
What
are you drinking there, Keisha? What do you got happening?
Drinking some Flashing Peaches.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Wow.
She's really pushing the envelope, boys. Like she's drinking 7% alcohol.
It's putting us
And
to
you've got-
shame. Yeah.
I know, and we're
That's
at
true.
5. Like that's
Gotta
what fans
keep
are
up.
for. Yeah. So,
Well,
Mr. Ringo, what's new with you? Wow, not much, I
Oh,
guess.
he's muted.
Yeah, he muted his own mic.
Again.
Well, we'll have to just wait till he figures that one out.
Yeah.
He looks at the
I'm
little
sure he
line
can hear
there.
us.
Yeah, he can hear us, but and now
You're muted.
we can't hear him.
so George, you got to tell us.
I'm trying
Every
to
single
lip read.
week we ask you how
Yeah.
you are, what's new,
Yeah.
and you say nothing. Why?
Well, other than no, I've got like like my son James and my granddaughter and Kelly are here, so it's
Yeah.
been a fun 5 days. Yeah, doing the granddad thing, so that was
Nice,
good.
nice,
We
very
go back
nice.
tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that was good. Actually, it was a good week. I'm kidding. It was a good week. Every week's a good week.
Great week.
Yeah,
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
it's a good day when
Mhm.
you wake up and you stand up and walk away from your bed. That's a
Yes.
good day.
That's true.
And anybody and everybody on the planet has to be thankful. Just inside a little thank you.
That's
That
right.
that happens.
So, what's the deal on your hat? Is that like what kind of a hat is that? Is it one of those driving hats or?
Yeah, it's like an English half leprechaun, half driving. See, I don't even know how to wear it properly because I'm German. I have a square head. This hat's kind of round.
Yeah.
So,
That's a bit small, actually.
well, I got a big head. It's hard to find a
Oh,
hat
yeah.
that fits.
I have
Right?
that problem too. I have a big
Right?
big
I can poof
Menu.
it up or blow it up or
Yeah.
put some socks in it to make it look like a D cup, but
Yeah.
that's it. That's what you get.
That's all right. Stylish. You look like the guy from AC/DC,
That's what I was
Oh
going
yeah,
to say.
yeah.
Brian Johnson. Yeah,
Yeah, but he didn't have hair like this, did he?
that's true. Yeah, we don't know what's under that hat that he wears, do we?
Yeah, but look at mine.
Oh, look
Woo-hoo! Woo! And that's why I wear my hat, folks.
Yeah.
So, is it actually our St. Patty's Day show?
Yeah.
Well, it's weird because I was saying that the other evening. I said, like, normally you get a build up to St. Paddy's, don't you? You know,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
it's kind of just snuck up on us this year.
When is it? Next week.
Wednesday. It's on Wednesday.
Next Wednesday?
17th. This Wednesday.
No,
Day-
this Wednesday.
This Wednesday.
day after
So
tomorrow.
see, that's why my beer can is green.
Right.
My underwear is green. Like, so we got some green shit going on.
Yeah.
My shirt's green.
Cat's green.
The hat screen.
And my shirt is for what I really want to have. Oktoberfest.
There you
Look
go.
at that.
Oktoberfest hat.
I'll tell you what I'll do when I finish this drink later on. I'm going to go and get a Guinness. There you go. That's my contribution
Are you?
to getting the
good.
St. Paddy's spirit. Yes. Oh, good.
Right.
See, I know you like stout. I like stout. So look what I have here. I even have a
Yep.
special glass to put it in. I
Oh,
have
yeah.
my stout
Dark.
as well.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Smooth as milk going down.
I just love it.
I know. It's hard to stop at 1 or 2 or 3.
Yes. Hi, Derek. Another fan. Woohoo! I love you.
Happy St. Paddy's show. Okay.
I don't have my pad of paper with me today. The dog ate it, so I can't write down names. So I just have
Okay.
to kind of go wing it.
All
You
right.
know? Yeah. So, Mr. Ringo, what's new?
Trying to stay alive. Just trying to stay alive.
That's it?
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Wow.
That sounds
Yeah,
like
okay.
one of my
Right.
weeks.
I'm just checking to see if our little chums from L'Oreal are
Yes.
hearing us okay. Not like last week where it was all distorted and stuff.
Yeah,
so
well,
Yeah.
well, hopefully Phil will contact us and let us know that we sound wonderful as usual.
I hope so.
And we-
Phil, can you check into the Heikadelic studio pronto?
In case we lose it.
Yeah. So our fan who's on the air with us tonight, Keisha, do you have anything new or something crazy or fun you want to talk about? This is
I
your
don't know about
chance. You're
crazy or
worldwide right now.
fun. Well, the ice fishing season's over now.
Right. Were you ice fishing today or when
I
was
was
that?
supposed to go yesterday, but there was some really strong winds over Lake Simcoe. So
Yeah,
I
it's
think there were a
windy.
few rescues out there.
Yes.
Yeah, I bet. Like people are getting their ice huts going through the ice, and
Well,
what?
that's what happened. If you guys want an update, like I live right beside the lake here, and our island where we have our cottage, Thora Island, there was a bunch of people that had to scramble to land, and the closest land they could find was Thora Island. So they
Oh,
had to rescue people from the island to get them to the mainland.
Wow.
And here in Beaverton, they had 3 airboats, and they had the hospital bus come. It looks like a big go bus, but it's all equipped for.
Mm.
It's got paramedics and nurses and stuff on board, and they treated people for hypothermia and all that kind of stuff. So it was quite the
Wow.
big ordeal for the little beav up here. It was
Wow.
pretty
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
all
I
right.
took
I'm gonna
a.
let you guys talk for a minute, and I want to check that indie rock feed. So I'm gonna.
All right, you do that, buddy. So
Okay.
I had friends of ours come up here, AC and UB, and we took them down to the lake. And from the shore, you can see the island. And on the south shore of the island, you can see this big white mass. And I just talked to one of the ministry guys, Phil. He's a buddy of mine tonight, and he said, "Yeah, the ice piled up and stacked up against that shore of the island, and it's like 30 feet high.
Wow. Holy smokes.
So you can see it from the mainland.
Wow.
It's really crazy.
Mm.
Yeah, nobody was hurt. The only thing, we lost a couple of huts. There's an operator, Hales. They lost a few huts, and other than that, it was all good. Everybody was good. Everybody got rescued, and yeah,
That's amazing.
that's how the season ended a day early.
Yeah.
Well, it was crazy. It was a strong wind, and people who actually went out ice fishing that day, I think it was on Friday, they actually went out, and the ice broke apart into these massive chunks, and they were like far away from the shore, and there's just
Yes.
water between them, and they just got stuck out there.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
wow.
did you guys get stuck at all? Like, were you out there going,
No,
"Hey, Keisha, I can't. I'm floating away, floating."
I heard a story through a good friend of ours who she's on the ice all the time. We call her the queen of the lake almost, right? Teresa, you know who
Yes,
she is.
the hero of Lake Simcoe.
She has saved so many freaking people on that lake. It's unbelievable. But she told us a story through other people. They were out in a fish hut, and they kept feeling this slight shaking and the rumbling sounds and all that. And they're wondering what was going on. And they opened the little window on the door of the fish hut, and they looked outside, and they slowly watched another fish hut go by because the ice they were on had broken away, and it was actually moving.
Wow.
So yeah,
Yeah, you always
And,
want to put your ice out with pontoons on it.
yeah. And our buddy Teresa, she had friends out there, and they called her and said, "What's going on? What's going on?" And she just told them, "Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. There's a little bit of wind. Just continue fishing." No, and she was good because there's absolutely nothing you can do. The fish hut operators know where you are. They have to try and get you off the ice, and if they can't because there's a giant crack and it's separated, they call in whoever they need to get you off the ice.
Okay.
So when everything was great, they got them back to shore, and then when she got to shore, she saw all the emergency vehicles there and found out what was going on, and she broke down and cried because it was just so crazy.
Yeah.
But Teresa telling her to stay calm and stay in your hut and just fish was the best advice you could give somebody. Because when you start to panic, that's when you start making mistakes, and people will leave the hut and try and wander around out there, and heaven forbid what happens to them. But the operators know where you are, they know where their huts are, and they will come and get you.
Right.
So, yeah.
Well,
She's awesome.
I heard that. Well, this was a few years ago, but
Yeah.
down towards probably where Keisha's living in that area, actually north of there was what they used to do is they put a snow machine out on the ice, and they did a fundraiser where you would place bets to see which
Really?
machine actually go through the ice. Yeah.
It goes through the ice.
And somebody complained because it was an environmental hazard. Of course, the gas leaked out.
Oh, yeah.
I think whatever. It's kind of like when, well, I kind of get that because obviously you don't want it being hazardous to the lake, but I mean, it's not as crazy as taking Mr. Potato Head and doing something with them. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Careful. You be careful now.
Yeah,
You can't call him Mister anymore.
What do you call them? Like Potato Head.
Just Potato
Just
Head.
Potato Head now.
Yo,
That's it.
Potato Head. What's up?
Well, Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. I just don't get any of it. It's just
No.
ridiculous.
It's
my case-
absolute. This is my opinion. It's absolute bullshit. There's a minority out there, a little tiny, itty bitty group of people that don't like the way we do things, and they want to be different.
Yeah.
So they speak their mind, and our stupid, retarded government makes new rules and says, "Oh, we have to make them all equal."
Right.
So this is where all this not. I don't want to get into this because I'll just go left.
Yeah.
I'll say terrible things.
I posted on my Facebook this week. I think it was this week. No, last week. Sorry. That something to the effect of if you try and erase the past, it's just going to come back. It'll repeat itself, which is absolutely true. And you learn from it and you move on. I mean, like it's not symbolic of all the bad shit or questionable shit now that we thought was okay back then. I mean, it's not about praising it. It's about like leaving it there as almost like a monument that you never want to do it again, or you want to change. Right? It's getting a little extreme, a little stupid. Here's what I love about it, and we can move on. I don't know. We'll move on if you guys want to move on. I have to say this, okay? So it's okay. So we're screwing around with Potato Head, and then there's what's the little skunk guy that used to chase around the cat?
Pepe Le Pew.
Right, because he's a stalker, right? Is that what the thing behind that? little furry bastard. What an actor, though, eh? Poor Pepe.
I know, eh? Great.
Is he still alive, or is his career dead? I think his career's dead because of what's going on. Okay, but unfortunately, so that shit happens. But you can it's okay to let your kids game all night long, whether it's COVID or not, because COVID is like, that's the thing you do, which is understandable. Okay.
Right.
But the funniest thing I read this week is, you can let your kid game all night and steal cars online while you're gaming, right? And shoot people, first person shoot people, steal cars, and then shoot a hooker, okay, just because you don't have to pay her in the game. So it's like, and that's so true. It's like all these violent games and all this stuff going on, but it is what it is. So we got to take it out on Mr. Potato Head and Mrs. Potato Head.
Damn right.
Potato Head, there's no Mister.
Whatever. I don't give a shit. It's my opinion. It's I really don't care.
Okay.
All you snowflakes can take a long.
Yeah. All you snowflakes go to Florida. That'll fix your ass.
I'm not worried about a snowflake because you know what? A snowflake melts the minute.
That's what I'm saying. Snowflakes go to Florida. It's all done.
The minute a snowflake is touched by a human hand, it melts.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so what does that tell you about a snowflake? They can't relate to humans.
No.
But I mean, I don't follow the news too closely, but I mean, you never see who these people are, do you? Or do you? You know, you don't see do you see a spokesperson who goes,
You know what?
no more Mr. Potato Head.
No,
Honestly,
honestly,
you know.
I think if you got so much time on your hands that you gotta say, okay, well, like I'm gonna take down Potato Head, or I'm gonna like you know, I guess. Okay, let's analyze Potato Head.
Well, see, this is what I get out of all this. The Mr. Potato Head has been out since the late 70s, and then later came Mrs. Potato Head, and it was a wonderful game. All the kids played with it. Now it's 2020 something. Okay, so it's like 50 years later. Yes, things change, but the snowflakes of today's society can't go back 50 years and say, I don't like that freaking toy because I'm different and it needs to be different as well.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that's where changing history comes along, and that's where I draw the line. It's absolute horseshit. You don't like Mr. Potato Head or Mrs. Potato Head? Don't fucking buy it. Go buy Monopoly. Go buy something else.
Exactly.
But
the minute
stop trying to change it. Like, come on.
Right.
Absolutely.
And I'll say Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. It's just like my fucking Christmas tree. All right.
Yeah.
Call it something else. Take it away from me. Go take my Christmas tree from my cold fucking dead hand. Ain't gonna happen.
No kidding.
Okay.
George, I need some help. I have this beautiful empty beer glass here.
Hey, wait a minute.
And I have this beautiful stout that needs to go into this glass.
My French connection in Montreal, okay, on
Yes.
Indie Rock Radio, okay, greatest rock channel on the planet.
Yeah.
Yes.
My friends out there, one thing I love about Quebec, all right, is the fact that they hold on to their heritage and they will not. In fact, there are laws, okay, you have to have if you have a keyboard, okay, you have to have like the French sante good, sante grave kind of keyboard on there, or you get fined. I think as a business, it's like maybe $500 or something. But I respect that. I respect the fact that, like, even way back in, you know, when there was this kind of ongoing thing between Ontario and Quebec and everything. Most of my family's from Quebec anyway, so. But at the end of the day, they did so much to hang on to. Like, nobody's going to go in there and change the rules. And it's like in Ontario, more specifically the GTA that we live in, we're such a, you know, we're very diverse and all that. I support everything there. But why take things from everybody else's culture? And what are we doing? Are we trying to blend it all into one? Just live and let live, you know? But this, you know, now the Potato Head thing is, you know, that's different. It's about gender and stuff like that, which is, wow, you know, but yet it's okay to have these violent video games. Just go focus on something that fucking matters, right? Like,
yeah. So, George.
Yeah.
Help me out here, will you?
Right now, here we go.
Oh, now we're talking. Look at this.
Oh.
Look at the color of that, George. You would appreciate that, wouldn't you?
I know it will, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's beer.
It
my God.
That's a meal in a glass.
Oh, cheers.
I think we're going to have a new contest. I don't like this camera angle because it looks like I got 50 chins under here. Maybe I got okay, I do.
Yeah, get some duct tape, bud, and we'll just kind of put it on there and pull it to your ears, and it'll be good.
Just get one of those bulldog clips in the back of there.
Yeah. No, you know what? I put on a couple of pounds, but yeah, it looks like
nice. It's all good. You put on a few pounds, you save them for later when you need them.
That's right.
No, I gotta run those off because I gotta go out and violate my C21 by playing whatever.
So listen, I just want to put a shout out there to some fans that I hope are listening tonight. which is Ursula, Eric, and Phil. Hopefully you guys are listening. If you are, please send us a comment live on Facebook, and we will have it come up on the screen on air. I just spent the day with Eric and Phil, two great guys. We got the chainsaws out today, cutting up trees.
Wow.
Had a fire going. Now we're talking about a fire.
Right.
This fire was probably 20 feet in diameter and 30 feet tall. Like,
Wow.
I mean, I got pictures. It's a fire.
So you burnt down the block then, right?
Well, and you know how people when they stoke the fire, you know, you kind of grab a couple pieces of wood, you throw them on or stick them in or poke them in there or whatever.
Yep.
No, not Eric. When Eric has a fire, he's got an excavator out there with a claw, and he grabs a part of the jungle and picks it up and drops it on the fire. Woof!
Wow.
It's awesome. Yeah.
Well, you got to watch what you say there, Hike, because the tree hugging snowflakes might be listening in.
Yes. I got a thing about snowflakes.
Yeah, they melt. They melt when you're.
Yeah, they melt. They melt.
In hand. So Keisha, do you work? What kind of
Do
job?
I work?
Yes. What kind of job?
Well, you're kind of quiet, so we're going to try and start pumping you and get you going.
Okay. Well, yeah, I do. I've been working from home since last March, so it's been over a year. I've been like at home and like working 10 minutes from where I go relax after work normally. So it's like, or 10 steps, like it's like right there. It's weird. But yeah,
you
I'm
work for the Canadian consortium of snowflake complainers. You're not
that
like,
person.
I mean, I look
Kinda
pale
work-
enough to be no.
so what kind of work is it?
I'm a civil engineering designer, and I like design.
way.
Oh, yeah,
What?
Way.
Yeah, I design roof trusses. So
Oh,
yeah.
Wow,
Wow, that's a proper job.
that's a whole world you gotta understand.
Well, you're making all us on the Heikadelic show look really bad here because
That's
this
right.
is what we do.
This is
Well, yeah. So
badly.
so designing trusses is quite a stress load, I assume.
Wow.
Pardon the pun there. Nice job, buddy.
Got the truss puns already. You're hired.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I worked in engineering for many years actually. Not well, mechanical, some structural, but not civil. I was never.
Okay.
So you've seen people around with their iron ring?
Yeah, with their
Tell
iron ring.
people that don't know, Keisha, what an iron ring is.
Well,
Don't do your news.
when someone graduates from an engineering program that's accredited, you get this iron ring, but you have to swear in as an engineer, and it's this whole like culty thing that no one's allowed to be a part of unless you're already an engineer, and you like swear on your pinky, and there's the ring.
Look at the ring. Yeah. And
right.
isn't it, you don't even
He's
know
showing
where the
his
place
ring.
is, where the ceremony is until just a few days before. Isn't that right?
Yeah, and they put these black curtains on all the windows so nobody could peek
Like
in
a
through
top
the door.
secret
Yeah.
place of society shit.
They were trying to be like the Masons for a lot of years, but when you're done engineering, you have to go through this, well, kind of placement and ethics. Your last piece of it to become a PNG is ethics, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I took a law and ethics exam actually in November. I studied for it while I've been at home, and it was like 3 hours long, and it was really intense, but I could do it from home, and I just had to move my camera around, show them where I was working, and then someone like watches you the whole time while you take your test. It's really weird, but I passed. So.
Keisha, we need you to draw the structure of a bridge, please. And we are going to time it, and we are going to video you.
No, I actually had to
no.
use like toothpicks and popsicle sticks. No.
Oh, did you?
Nice.
No.
This is my house of cards. Sit on it. But
Isn't it true that iron ring you're wearing doesn't the metal that ring is made of come from something specific?
Yeah, they used to actually come from this bridge that collapsed like a really long time ago, and it was due to like an engineering flaw in design, and I think it killed like a bunch of people. So it was like representative of the responsibility you have for like society and all this stuff. But I don't think it's made from the same metal anymore. It's just representative. So
Right.
yeah.
All right, John, you wearing yours too?
So a few years ago, funny thing about the ring, and a parallel to that, there was a big concert a few years back. Forget which bands, but it was some big bands. But the staging fell apart, and a lot of people were killed. Right?
Really?
And yeah. So I was out touring with I don't know if it was Svengali or Anvil, but for Black Moon Entertainment. Anyway, we were out in Ottawa, and what I was doing was kind of like road support, tour manager, I guess, or whatever. But we had this professional roadie show up, and she was obviously a bodybuilder as well. I mean, she's huge, but she was telling me she worked at that event, and she was wearing this ring. And what they did, to your point, Keisha, they actually took all of the metal parts they could salvage after all of this thing collapsed and killed many, many people. And they melted it down and they made rings for all of the survivors. I thought that was so cool, right?
Wow.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, back in the day, I was more into instrumentation engineering and automation and stuff like that. I'm, been there, done it. It's great though. It's great to, it's a great field. There's a lot of opportunities, and yeah, good cash in it if you can get with the right people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm lucky to be able to work from home through all this. Like I've had it hooked up to my TV and like another monitor, so I have like 2 screens and all this stuff. But oh, hi, Eric.
Hey.
Eric's got a fire.
The fire is still going, and actually, if I was to get up right now and look out my living room window, I would probably see it. I mean, this fire is huge.
Go look out your window. It might be, take a picture.
Yeah. All right, Eric. Awesome. I'm glad you're listening tonight. You should be doing this every Monday night. This we hang out, we chill, we have some fun. Uh-oh. Now, look. Do you see what George is doing? He's distracting us. Oh, shit. I know this one. George has got an album cover up. It's the back of an album cover. All you fans out there, Indie Rock Radio guys, if you go onto Facebook Live, you can see what we're doing. Yeah. He has an album cover on there. It's the back. You have to guess the band from the back of the album cover.
It's got a woman's head profile, and she's on Easter Island, and it's got some guy in the back kind of creeping. So that might be Pepe Le Pew. We're not sure. But
and it's got the statue from Easter Island, and she's wearing an earring that's also kind of like the statue.
Yeah, like on Night at the Museum, Why So Glum Dum Dum or something like that. Or
Dum Dum God Gum Gum.
Yep. George.
Yeah.
You have to show the album, not your face, but like hold it up so that they can see the album. I know you're trying to get your likeness in because you're okay.
Well, I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see what's on the screen.
Well, George, like in the middle of the album, there's that little hole.
Yeah.
Right when in the record.
Yeah.
Take a pencil and stick it right through the album, and then you'll have a little spy hole.
Yeah.
Spy with my little eye. There you go. That's a great Halloween mask right there.
Now, if you'd read what was on the label, you'd know the answer to the band.
I just saw it.
Oh, did you?
I'm gonna pretend I didn't see it.
It's
can guess it.
So anybody that was paying attention, he just pulled the album out of the cover and put it right up to the screen. So the name of the band was right there.
Kathy says Oasis.
Oasis.
Oh, really? Gotta go, Kathy. What's the name of the album?
Did she get a gong or did she get a
It's not
song?
Oasis. It's not Oasis.
It's not Oasis.
No, it's Prism. It's Prism, right?
Prism. It is.
Not Prism.
Yeah. Sorry, well, I'm out. Oh, Derek said it was Coldplay.
Coldplay. It's not
Wow.
Coldplay.
Oh, Stick.
Another good one, George.
Oh, Derek can read.
Oh, hang
Derek's
on.
got it. Stick, Pieces of 8.
Ah.
So he reckons it sticks, and the album's called Pieces of 8.
Yes.
Yep.
Absolutely is.
Absolutely.
Because that's what I was
Yeah.
So Derek, like, he read what was on my
That's why I didn't guess, because Styx is one of my most favorite bands, and I know
they
the
are
album
awesome.
cover.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, woohoo! There we go.
Yep. Exactly.
There you go.
Wow.
Nice one, Derek. Paying attention, you see.
I heard
Pays.
they're after
Pays.
Coyote on Roadrunner now. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, you see the message? Eric just put a message up. He says, if you know where my campfire is, bring hot dogs, marshmallows, beer, and just show up. We're gonna have a party. So you get the DJ there, George.
Okay, I'm in.
Party at Eric's house tonight.
I'll be there. I'll get me mix a controller out and go, whoa, what does this button do here?
Yeah, there we go.
This green one here, what does that do? Oh, I don't know. It's been a
What
while.
does that do?
What does it do? You know, like, where's the power button? I'm not too sure. But yeah, well done, Derek.
Yeah, good job.
Appreciate it.
Oh,
Kathy,
actually,
Kathy mentioned there that the one of the bands involved in that stage collapse was Oasis. Is that where was that?
Was it really?
That's what
I thought it
Kathy.
was Cheap Trick, but I don't know.
Maybe they're on the same bill or something.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Cheap Trick. Yeah.
Bill
Just
Russell.
reminded me of
Well,
something. I
we'll
forgot.
leave that up to the fans.
Yeah.
Google it and get back to us. Tell us.
Yeah. If they know what that stage
Eric,
was.
I have to know, what are your thoughts on Potato Head?
Oh my God, no! Don't get Derek to answer that. Oh,
I'm sad about Pepe Le Pew. I thought he was hilarious growing up.
Yeah.
I mean, all he was trying to do is express his love for his
I know.
cat.
That
We used
poor
to-
cat, though.
I know. But yeah,
They're actually taking him out of the new Space Jam. I heard they had this big part for him, but they're taking it out.
Wow.
Why?
Yeah, and Lola Bunny, they've dressed her in more conservative clothes.
Jesus, what is wrong with the world today?
Who are these people that are doing this? What do they look like? What's the background? You know, who are they? You know, what's the beef they have with the cartoon character and the potato head?
I know.
I mean, you know, really, you know.
Well, it's all going to come and turn around and backfire. Because I was laughing my ass off today. Actually, I saw a commercial on TV. And I looked at it and I go, oh my God, a racial commercial. I was looking at me, why? I said, there's no white people in it. And this is how far it's gotten. It's been pushed so hard and so far that it's gone right out to left field. And you know what? None of that stuff matters. People that show different products or talk about different things, it doesn't matter who they are. Like, we're all the same, right?
Yeah.
I don't know why they're pushing this so hard and so bad, and it's not just racial, it's sexual, it's all this nonsense. And unfortunately, my generation has gone past it. Keisha, your generation's kind of right in the middle of it. But the next generation after you, I feel bad for them because I have no idea what they're going to do and what they're going to have to put up with. Because
you know, you're like, the danger of erasing everything is the fact that generation, like even the one that we're with now, but their kids, you know,
Yep.
they're not going to have any of these lessons to learn
No.
from. And
No.
you know, it's funny because what kids today learn from is what social media tells them to do or
Yeah.
brainwashes them to do, and that's not a
Mhm.
conspiracy. It's absolutely real. I mean, start talking about something, and all of a sudden you see ads popping up on your phone.
Mhm.
It's you're being listened to all the time, and
Yep.
then so they're not going to have a grasp of the past, and it is
No.
really sad because the other part of it is that the generation is actually just are you moaning?
I know. I heard that too. I go,
I think it's my cat snoring.
Oh, is it
is that
okay?
your cat?
Yeah.
Oh my
Like,
God!
what are you
I'm going.
watching?
Someone else is in the room.
Oh, I heard
No,
huh?
she
No, it wasn't
snorts
like that. It was
really
more
loud.
like wait a minute. It was like
Jesus.
oh no, sorry, that sounded like Potato Head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounded
Anyway,
like some
yeah.
actor, like he had TV on and somebody was moaning or something.
Yeah,
It's like, what
yeah.
the hell?
She's
Well-
like across the table from me, but like, and I have my mic like here, so I don't know how it's picking that up.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No, cats are all right. They're cool. But you know, kids are gonna like they're missing the experience, the human experience right now. And I think it's just all because of the technology. I mean, when you see a bunch of kids sitting around together and they're all on their phones. I mean, as adults, we're kind of doing it. We're so drawn, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's kind of terrible. I was just actually on a call before this related to something totally different, but it's going to get me outdoors a lot more, and I love that. I love that experience, right? So,
Yep.
but yeah, it's so hard to unplug too, right? The fact that you know, I was at my office earlier today, and I actually forgot my charger for my laptop,
Uh-huh.
and I really didn't. I usually have 2 or 3 computers at the office. Didn't have any, and I just felt kind of naked, you know, not naked, but I just don't have anything. I don't have,
Yeah.
you know, I don't like writing stuff down or using a book like Heiko has a, you know, he writes down stuff with an actual
Yeah.
pen.
Mhm.
I don't do that anymore. Like my writing sucks, first of all, and I don't have enough ink left in my little thimble thing to dip my.
Oh, I
pen
have a big
but-
slab of stone here, a chisel and a hammer, and I just kind of
There you go.
carve it in there.
But you know, it just felt weird. And if you let's try a social experiment, everyone out there, and pass this on and ask all your friends to
Uh-oh.
participate. Go take all of your kids' technology away for 48 hours, and offer
Oh my
to give
God,
them
that long?
offer
I've
to give
seen
them.
people lose their shit when their
Well, I
cell
know.
phone power dies, and in
Hey,
10
here's the
minutes,
deal. I'm going to
they're
give you
losing it.
I'm going to give you $48, or maybe it's $20, or whatever, or $100 to unplug for 48 hours. Okay, but not sleeping hours. Well, yeah, let's just do 48 hours because most
Yeah.
young people are up like late anyway, right?
Mhm.
But take it away for 48 hours and then start checking their pulse. You know, there's going to be a lot of anxiety and mental breakdowns and stuff like that. I mean,
Yep.
and
I don't even think parents would be able to do that. Like,
No,
a lot of them are used to tracking their kids. Like, they can go on their phone, it can be like, find my kid, and it shows them where they are. And,
Yep.
like, they text and everything. Like, when I was young, my parents would be like, be home before the streetlights come on. And they would just
Uh-huh.
trust that we would come home. But it's not like that anymore. They
No.
always know where their kids are. They have
Mhm.
cameras, like, when they come in the house, and they can tell when they come home from school. So, I don't know how that would work.
your kid is out robbing liquor stores. That's not the track I wanted. Or was
No.
it? Yeah. Okay.
Come on. Hit the right button.
Damn, I did it again.
Is that it?
No. Your kid is out. Yeah. Anyway, you're right. Like it would be tough. I I challenge anybody to try that. I remember one time I was having a meeting, and like people in meetings or seminars, whatever, conferences, they'll be doing that too, right? They're not really listening; they're on their phone. We're all guilty of it to some extent. So I started these meetings where I'd have a box and you'd have to throw your cell phone. It was like kind of like the old biker days when you'd have to leave your guns at the door, you know? Back in George's day when, you know, horse and buggy and a lot of cowboys.
That's
it's like,
leave your bayonet at the door.
You're 6-shooter in that box.
Along with your broadsword, I know.
Well, I didn't know you were that.
Why stop there?
There's a restaurant in Toronto. I don't know the name of it, but if you check your cell phone when you walk in, they take 10% off the bill.
No way.
Yep.
That's kind of cool.
They don't want anybody having cell phones because it's bullshit. People are supposed to sit and talk and socialize around the dinner table. They don't need to be on their goddamn phones. Really.
Yeah. Well, actually, Mrs. George, Liz, she was a waitress for decades, right? And once cell phones came in, when people like sit there and they're ordering on the phone, but they're ordering at the same time.
Yep.
She would just leave the table. I'll come back when you're finished.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just wouldn't have it. You know
why?
It's
because
so
it's rude. It's rude.
Yeah, absolutely. It's bad manners, right? It's impolite. Yeah, of course it is. But she hated when people were doing that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I met this guy one time. He's a musician. He's quite good, actually. And the first time I met him, it was at a what do you call those? Like a sort of a jam night, right? And there were people up doing these acoustic things and duo things. So he looks at me, introduces himself. We're sitting at the same table, didn't know each other, and he goes, "Oh, do you play in a band?" And I said, "Yeah, I do a little of this and a little of that." And so he's like, "Oh, okay, that's cool." And then the next act comes up, and I looked on my phone, and he goes, "Do you mind if you put your phone down?" I'm like, "Why?" And he said, "Well, because I'm watching the." I said, "Well, you're watching it. Why do I need to put my phone down?" I think that those guys suck, and which was probably not the best thing to say, but he had a point, and I was being an ass. So which there's nothing uncommon about that. No, like
being an ass.
But then I got to meet the guy later, and we kind of are sort of friends now. And but he was absolutely right, and it's very rude, especially if you got somebody up there, singing or that sort of performing.
Yeah, it is.
Try doing that as at a strip club. I mean, be on your phone while you're getting a VIP. It's just not going to probably kick you in the head. So speaking of food, how's Danny doing up there on Highway 48?
Well, Danny's doing pretty damn good. He's abiding by all the rules.
Yep.
He's serving the best food in the area. He's still got loyal customers, and that's what we're here for. See at the bottom of the screen. Country Stop Burgers is the place to go if you're hungry. Keisha, you still have to go there and get a damn burger.
I know. I want to try it so bad. All I hear is amazing things from you guys about it.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And what they did too in the summer, they had the original. What they used to call them floats, and a lot of people today, you tell them that they have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You have a ginger ale float or a root beer float.
Mm-hmm.
You know what that is, Keisha?
Oh hell yeah!
Oh hell yeah! There you go. Yeah. That's where they take a big scoop of vanilla ice cream, you put it in a big tall glass, and you fill it full of ginger ale or root beer or whatever, and it's called a float because the ice cream floats on top and it mixes in with the pop, and it's just so damn delicious.
Do you know what though? That it is actually, especially like a root beer float is amazing. Yeah. And I don't know what it's called. I don't know if it's Stewart's or wait, I think it's called ginger beer. I don't know.
Ginger beer? Okay, it's like ginger ale.
No,
No, it's different. It's not.
It's like a stronger ginger.
Yeah.
I think maybe it wasn't ginger beer, but it was really good root beer, really strong. And yeah, you put a white dollop of vanilla in, but actually you put a big spoonful because I like the ice cream, and they're so awesome.
2 spoons.
Yes.
See, and that's the other thing that Danny does at Country Stop Burgers is you want to go there and you want to get a milkshake. This is what he makes is the milkshake from the 70s, the original milkshake. It's not this goo that you get all these fast food places. He says, what flavor do you want? And people look at him like, oh? Because what they do is they use real ice cream. They will take a couple of scoops of ice cream, whatever you want. They put it in there, they put milk in there, and they freaking blend it up. And there you go. There is your milkshake. Just like it was in the 70s.
So Danny's
I've had it. It's fantastic.
So Danny at Country Stop Burgers up on 48.
Yes.
So what are his hours right now?
I still believe they're 11 a.m. till 7 p.m. 7 days a week.
Okay.
But that's just from my memory last time I was there. If you guys want to know, please look them up. Country Stop Burgers. They're in Stouffville. They do have a web page online, and their number is 905-640-4089.
So how's
and we have them linked on our website too, don't we? As a sponsor.
Yeah.
So
it's up there.
And if you go down there and see Danny, tell him the Heikadelic show sent you, and he will smile and put a big pickle on top of your burger.
Nice. Nothing better than the pickle on your burger.
Or what?
Or a burger on your pickle.
Yeah. There must be a lot on the internet.
I'm gonna try and get him on the show sometime soon because you got to meet this man. You look at him and you go, wow, he's just a big burly guy, but he's got a heart of gold. He loves food. He loves making people happy, and he has so many plans as soon as our COVID crap lifts up a little bit and we have a little bit back to normalcy.
Yeah.
He wants to have concerts there. He wants to have car shows, bike shows, like you name it. He wants to make this place rock. Yeah.
Well,
so, I'm all for it.
There, so
yeah.
67 Beaumont. So
yeah, Keisha, nice car.
What do you think? Hang on, I gotta adjust my glasses here.
Why, you can't see nothing?
No, it looks crooked. Everything looks crooked. It looks like I got a turkey chin here, which I guess I do. Little COVID chin. You don't care for that, do they?
You know how you get rid of that? Get a couple of clothespins with weights on it. Yeah. Clip them on your nipples, and it'll pull all your skin down, so your chin will be nice and smooth.
Yeah, I kind of had that, but
no.
Yeah, I had that done one time, but there was like,
all right.
I think there was liquor involved, and
I've got a mystery voice for you here, waiting in the wings whenever you're ready, boys.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you like the mystery voice, Keisha?
Yeah, I'm not so good with all your trivia. I usually have no clue, but.
Well, how's James? Is James good at trivia?
I think so.
Well, get James off his ass off the couch. Tell him to come and stand behind you. And he can be part of the trivia part here.
Well,
I'll let you know if he knows an answer.
See if he can guess. Come on, James.
Put your trousers on.
Go stand behind Keisha. We want to see what you look like.
Well, don't forget that later on, we've got the more or less challenge.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. That board's just filling up.
And we're in week 14. This is round 14, and there's only 1 point in it. Heiko leads by 1 point, 10-9. Yeah, so that's coming up later.
Woohoo!
So maybe you can get some help on that one.
What happened? You let Ringo catch up.
I had to. Ringo was looking really sad because I was like way ahead. And he just wasn't into it anymore, but it's a big part of the show. So I said to George, I said, I got to start letting Ringo get a few so we can.
Yeah, okay. Bro.
All right.
For some reason, I got motivated.
He did. He was like, he just
Yeah.
got that second wind of around week 9 and just bolted right through and caught up with you. Because he was 4 points behind at one point.
Okay.
Who's
All right.
getting a spanking over there?
Oh, yeah, no, it's not mine.
Not mine.
It's not mine. Bloody hell.
It's not mine.
I played harmonica in the square. I went to Marrakesh, Casablanca, and then Marrakesh, and I played in the square. And I made with a hat, I busked played harmonica right next to the snake charmer and the bicyclist, the acrobat, and I'd make 3 dirhams.
Wow.
Give me one again. Hang on.
Play it again.
I played harmonica in the square. I went to Marrakesh, Casablanca, and then Marrakesh, and I played in the square. And I made with a hat, I busked played harmonica right next to the snake charmer and the bicyclist, the acrobat, and I'd make 3 dirhams.
Wow.
He's American.
There's a good one for you, folks. Let's see who can guess who that was.
He's a front man.
A front man.
A front man, yeah. Plays
That's
harmonica.
the secret
Plays
voice
harmonica
of the
as well.
week.
Yeah.
And he plays harmonica. There you go.
Oh.
Oh,
Someone needs to
Keisha,
recharge the glass.
That's a terrible thing. I think you need to get James to get you another drink so you don't leave the screen.
Well, I can't ask him to do that. And
Yes, you can.
They're right here.
Tell him I asked you
Yes,
to do that.
open your fridge. We want to see what's in it.
Yeah.
No.
You have all those empties up top. All those empty
Last time
bottles.
someone checked my fridge, I think it was when you were here, and it was just beer and bacon, I think, in my fridge. So that was pretty embarrassing.
Beer and so you're Canadian. Beer
Yeah,
and
you can see
bacon.
the collection on top of the fridge. I swear I'm not an alcoholic.
What's all up there?
Beer
What
and
is that?
bacon. You could
You
do a lot
smell
worse.
rehab.
Are those all empty bottles?
No, the empty ones are elsewhere. Those ones are full. It's like a little bar.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have the next Heikadelic show at your place.
Huey Lewis.
Who said that? Who's guessing that?
Richard.
Who guessed Huey Lewis? Everybody, quick. Look what's in Keisha's fridge.
More beer. Okay. And bacon.
So, was it Huey Lewis, George?
Wow.
Who actually got that?
Who guessed that?
Richard.
Oh, Richard.
Richard, you sly old dog.
Richard, the man of mystery.
The man with the rock and roll tales. That
Richard wins again.
See, I thought for sure Eric was going to guess that. Come on, Eric. What's wrong with you? You should have had that.
What's up? Eric, where are you? We haven't even seen you yet. You're supposed to be on video, are you not?
Did you get a T-shirt for that? We were going to give away an MCM T-shirt this week.
For who? I mean, for what size?
I don't know, for Richard, because he got it right.
Richard has an MCM T-shirt. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
he's okay now,
need one
Richard.
of
You don't need another one.
What?
Richard, do you have
still
an
need
MCM?
one of those?
Yeah, I still haven't got one of those.
I mean,
I keep asking and asking and asking for a T-shirt, but whatever.
no, I would totally. Richard, do you have a shirt? Because George has. I think the last show he went up into his closet and got us one of.
Yeah,
his,
I've got them there for Craig. I've got two for one. It was
Taylor Swift.
Billie Eilish.
Well, I don't want a Taylor Swift shirt. I
What's
want
your-
an MCM shirt.
There you go.
Yeah.
It is Johnny Popper, Blues Traveler.
No, we've got the answer already, Derek.
Derek, it was Huey.
Derek, you're
Huey
slow. Derek.
Okay,
Derek.
No, he's doing
Derek!
a good job to Richard.
Wow.
He'd love one.
Richard
He'd love one.
says he does not
See?
have an MCM.
There. Richard needs an MCM T-shirt.
Yeah, okay.
So
Just,
I guess
just like I do.
I'll make a note of that.
if you want to message me the size, we can get you a T-shirt.
XL.
Okay.
Give the man,
Give the man a shirt, Ringo.
Yeah. Come on, Ringo.
You know, Kathy used to work merch for a few bands.
Oh yeah.
Oh really?
She was a
Nice.
merch queen. Yep. She's quite good at it. That's how I think I met her doing merch. Or before that. I don't know.
Yeah. Excellent.
So we
I had a
can
friend-
do the MCM trip.
I had a friend actually. Well, I still do. I just don't see him that often. But his T-shirt was like collection was unbelievable because that's what he'd get at every concert. He went back to like the 80s, and he had literally a closet, just nothing but like rock and roll T-shirts from all the concerts.
Really?
Brilliant, yeah.
A rock and roll T-shirt. Hey, hang on a sec. I'm gonna show you some cool stuff right now. In fact, because I've been digging. So Ringo's not working right now, so I'm just selling things, right? So I can put food on the table. Start a GoFund for me. Here, you see this Motorhead.
Oh, let me, yeah. All right. Oh, yes, yeah. Well,
Nice.
Motorhead. So this is a button. It's things that you put on things.
Yeah.
Yep.
And here's another one. It's another button here. Hi ho, let's go. The Ramones.
Oh, the Ramones.
Oh.
Yeah, wow.
Nice.
Wow.
Classic buttons. And you know what? They still have like a covering on them. And here's another one. Motorhead.
Another Motorhead.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
So I kind of put these ones aside because I have a whole collection that I'm going to try and sell for about $300.
What's Keisha doing?
Hang
George.
I'm
George.
on it. I'm on it. Hang on.
Right.
I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to do a fridge run.
You better do a fridge run.
I need to
That's
do it
disgusting what I'm seeing there.
No,
I need to.
I'm in a quandary now because I was going to go and get a Guinness, so I'll let you decide. I was going to go and get a Guinness, but remember last week I had the Iron Maiden beer, Trooper beer in the fridge that I was going to open and try on the show.
Oh,
So which should I do? Trooper or Guinness?
Well, I think you should do the Trooper beer because this is my opinion, but Guinness isn't beer.
It's a
Was
meal
that
in
the
a glass.
voice of an angel?
Oh, shut up! Stop!
How long have we've been on an hour? We managed a whole hour without saying it.
I know, eh?
A whole
An
hour.
hour and 3 minutes we did without saying it.
I did not say.
And then Keisha said it. Our fan said it.
Yes, so it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's ruined it.
you can go to my Facebook page, Voice of an Angel. Sign up for the
Mr. Voice of an Angel, Rich is trying to tell you he needs a 3XL.
Richard, I can't believe that. Like, I mean, you're not a 3X. You can't be.
Wow.
You're tall. Yes.
He wants it to be like a nightgown, maybe.
Yeah.
That's more like a
Oh,
tent.
wait, maybe he's buying it for his wife.
Oh!
That deserves a slap.
You know what?
Ringo.
You get a lot of.
Be careful. He works in security. He's got some good moves, that guy. Yeah, be
I
careful.
know,
Yeah,
eh?
no. Like maybe it's like a nightgown he's buying. But I think that would be a bit big on you, Richard. Honestly. But if you were to use it as a nightgown or one of those things like what was it? Scrooge, right?
Yeah.
So you wear it like how back in the probably in George's day when in England when they used to wear those night shirts
and the things with the bubble
cap,
on it.
yeah, but it come down to your ankles. That's what it would look like.
Yeah, absolutely.
But if a lady was wearing it, that would be cool, right? Because it's like
No.
kind of.
I gotta tell Richard, listen, buddy, Richard, relax. I know you're excited right now. That's why you think you need a 3XL, but you're not. Just calm down, relax, and get back to normal.
Okay, I have to say something about the MCM shirts, though. They're really well built in terms of sizes because they're Gildan shirts and they're not from overseas where, when it says a large, it's actually a extra small.
It's a small. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
But
Just saying.
you know what? I can dig that up or maybe send you 2 of them, Richard.
Well, I wouldn't know because I don't have one yet. So
Kathy's saying we got at the merch table. Yes, we did. All right.
Kathy, can you talk to Ringo and see if he can get me an XL? I would like to wear an MCM shirt on the show.
Sorry,
advertise one of my favorite bands.
Heiko, did you say something? Heiko?
Yeah.
I can't hear you. Heiko.
I know. Oh, my mic's been muted. Nobody can hear me. Hello.
Hello. Heiko?
Oh yeah,
Did you
that's
say
right.
he doesn't want a T-shirt?
Yeah, my shirt's gonna wind up at the dump.
You don't want to wear a T-shirt on the show anymore? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, so
hi, Cliff.
Hey, Cliff, what's going on? What's going on, my hot dog eating friend? Listen, let's put some voice of an angel to that. What's going on, my hot dog eating friend?
See what he started, Keisha. See what he started.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you said it, and look what happened.
Yeah, it's going so well.
Yeah.
Do you see right now how his head is bigger than all of ours?
It suddenly got a little more.
It's a 3XL, right?
A little more bigger.
Yeah, it's a 3XL hat. There you go.
There you go.
Right, all our sponsors. Did you have our little clip to put on our sponsors, Ringo, while we do a fridge run?
Yeah, that would be good.
I absolutely do. We can do that.
Okay.
And then whoever gets back first can run the show because I'm going to go do the same.
Okay.
Everyone, if you're not locked and loaded with a drink, please go get your drinks right about now. And we're going to play a sponsor reel.
Oh.
All right, guys, get ready to go fishing with Mitchell out on Lake Simcoe. You guys ready? Yeah. And we're out in the middle of the lake fishing with Mitchell. There's little towns of huts out here. Very hard to see, but freaking awesome day. All the lines are in the water. Minnows are happy. Come on, let's go. Here, fishy, fishy. Come on. There we go. Woohoo!
Hey, this is Spiffy Vengeance, and I'm reporting for the Heikadelic show. In behind me, you can see the world's going on as we speak. It's amazing. It's a light show. It's over the Pickering Darlington nuke plant, but we're not sure what's going on. We think it's aliens, because if you watch, we've been watching this for almost an hour now, and the light show is incredible. What we thought was just a storm appears to be possibly alien invading the Durham region. This is Stiffy Vengeance, and I am going to try and stay awake and watch the show behind me, and hopefully I won't get probed. See you on the Heikadelic show Monday night.
Nice.
Whoa. She doesn't want to get probed.
Everybody loves the
Hey, George, I found out something. Was it George or Ringo who asked me about this hat?
I asked about it, but yeah, you have to put
Look,
your little snap down.
No, I figured something out. Look right up front here. Look.
Oh, there's a little snap button.
There's a snap there.
Yeah.
So it was closed. So
Okay.
now I popped it, and now it fits my freaking fat head. Look at that.
That's perfect.
I gotta get a drink. I'll be right.
Okay.
All right.
Wow. So, all you fans out there, look at Keisha. The lovely Keisha is on our show. We asked last week which fans want to be on our show the following week, and she was one of the first to do so. Stephanie also, but unfortunately she's not well. We'll try and get her on next week. But please send us a message if you want to be on the show next week. We'll contact you, and you could be just like her. Look at
That's
wonderful.
Right. That's right.
Having drinks with us, wearing her hat, all the alcohol up on top of that fridge. Oh my God! you could be just like Keisha.
That's right.
Maybe minus all the alcohol. I don't know.
Yeah. No, you know what? We love having fans. You guys are a part of the show. Keisha, you have always been there commenting week after week, month after month for years now. And it's so nice to actually have you here.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
On Facebook.
So
I've had you on the Heikadelic show way back when we were audio only. That was fun as well in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
But COVID changed things, and we prospered because we have just stepped up to a whole another level. We are live. We have video, everything. Just like all these crazy talk shows on TV. They'll have the little TV screens in the windows, you know. Look at us.
And that was so long ago when I was in the studio. And like I've been able to listen in from all the different places that I've went for school, like university and for work, and like from anywhere I'm like tuning in.
Yep. Awesome.
Yeah. I think I was able to spend my birthday with you one year, you guys, because I was in Thunder Bay.
Thunder Bay.
Wow.
And it was my birthday for a show, so that was fun.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Got to drink with you guys from afar.
And now you can do it live on screen.
And even the pets. Kobe couldn't fit on my lap. He was here earlier. I was petting him. Well, look who's back.
Oh, hi, Jube Jube.
She just loves sitting on my lap.
So I've got my Trooper beer here.
Oh, all right. Are you going to try it now?
Well, try it. I'm just reading the can a little bit, and it says, "Onward, onward, rode the God." And then the writing gets a bit small. I can't see it.
Oh, shit. I still have those beers. Keisha gave me a couple of beers, too. I still haven't opened those because I said I would do them with her.
Yeah? All right, so...
So, George, you got to play the tune.
It's coming right up.
For when you open that, because I have to open this.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Glass.
Tell us what you got there, George.
Got the glass.
Boy, you poured in there nice.
Yeah. Oh, it's a nice colour. It's a nice browny amber colour.
Oh, it is an amber. Nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Robinson's. It's made in Yorkshire in England.
Really? Wow.
Oh, that's good. that's very good. I like that. Yeah, it's what's it say here? Created by Iron Maiden, Robinson's Brewery. Oh, I used to drink Robinson's beer when I lived in England.
Oh, look at
we
have our kitty. Look at the kitty.
I can hear him.
Can you hear this thing purr? Listen.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
It might be this one.
Oh, okay.
You never know. They're actually related.
Yeah, they're related.
Oh, okay. So they're probably saying hi to each other, going, "Hey, not seen you for a while." In cat language.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. I like that. Yeah,
She wasn't the one snoring, though.
So it's good beer?
Yeah. Not bad at all. I think there's a few different ones as well.
So how do you relate that to Fax Amber? How do you relate that?
It's stronger. It's kind of got a stronger,
like a stronger flavor, like taste?
Yeah, it's a bit like stronger, yeah.
So do you like it more or no?
I wouldn't say more, but I like it for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I think you'd like it if you like Fax, ambers.
Yeah, I'm an amber or red or a stout. I really like my good beers.
But you don't like Guinness?
No.
Okay.
And the other one too, Kilkenny? No.
Well, I've got some of them as well. I've got some of them.
I know. I just have a hard time with cans that have the widget in it.
Oh, you don't like the widget? Okay.
No, because the widget makes the bubbles different.
Yeah.
The foam is totally different.
Yeah.
And
it's creamy.
For me, it's more creamy.
Yeah.
But I think that beer is supposed to be naturally carbonated, and I don't get why companies have to put a widget in their what they call beer to carbonate it. So I have a really hard time with that, and I don't call it beer.
I think it's probably something to do with getting like the draft, the actual old style draft type texture to it. I think that's what it is. I might be wrong, but
I don't know. I've never read into it. I've just always had this gut thing about not into it. And I've tried Guinness on many occasions because I have a few friends that like it, like yourself, and I got an old neighbor, Chad, and a couple other people. They like drinking Guinness. Now, I've tried it, and I found it quite flavorless.
Really?
And with the widget, it's got the creamy bubbles, not the sparkly, sharp bubbles. And I just have a hard time enjoying it.
Yeah. I get
But
that.
what I've heard from you and other people too, if you have Guinness over in the UK, it's completely different.
Yeah, especially
right?
in Ireland. Yeah, in Ireland.
Yeah, so I would probably like it there.
Yeah, well, yeah,
right?
maybe.
But
well, maybe it's a bit of an acquired taste. I don't know. Because I certainly didn't like it when I first tried it. Whenever.
See, I find it doesn't have much of a taste. I find it very bland.
Really?
Like it's kind of flat, flavorless.
Yeah.
It's a little heavy on the tongue, but it's I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just me. It's me. I know there's people out there now going, you suck, you don't know nothing, whatever. It's my taste buds. It's what I like, and I've never really gotten into that.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's those Dab Darks. I mean, surprised if you like those that you don't like Guinness, because it kind of
but that's similar. the big difference. The Dab Dark is carbonated like regular beer. It's got the large bubbles in it. It's sparkly. It's crisp.
Mm-hmm.
Where, like you said, the creaminess of the other one, it's totally different. And I'm not a fan of that.
Well, Kathy was saying she's got some dabs. Are they dark ones or the regular ones, Kathy? Let us know.
Cliff actually guessed my university.
I saw that.
Yeah, went to Lakehead. That was a great school. Lots of partying.
And you met some pretty special people up there, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, it was a great time.
Why don't you, I know they're probably not listening, but why don't you give a shout out to all your firefighter friends up there?
Yeah, shout out to my work moms from Thunder Bay. They were fantastic. They were like my moms away from home. They kind of adopted me. Yeah, they're great. I miss them so much.
And I met all these lovely ladies up when we came to visit you at the fire hall, and oh my God, Yeah, it was like a big family. It was wonderful.
I was so far from home, and they invited me to their family dinners. Like I was at Easter, and like they just treated me like one of their own kids. It was great.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, I still talk to them. They want me to visit. They keep asking me to come and stay.
So what you should do is send them to the link to tonight's show, because it will be stored on Facebook, and they can watch this and watch you talk about them live on Facebook.
Yeah, they can hear how much I love them.
So how long were you up there? Like 3 years for university?
For just over 2, I think. Yeah.
And what were the winters like though? Because
they were horrible. I don't know how people live there all year round. Like my work moms, power to them. But like, I think there was one week in a December I had exams and it was minus 50 outside, like 50.
What?
Yeah, like my eyelashes froze, like my inside my nose froze, my hair, like I could have broke it, like it was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is nuts. Some people just get on with it. It's like amazing.
Like they actually
what keeps them up there? What do you think keeps people in
well, it's beautiful. It's like a city, but it's smaller. Like it's smaller than like Oshawa. And it's like spread out in the middle of nowhere on Lake Superior, and it's just like fresh lake air all the time. And there's so many like gorgeous places to go and see all around. Like, well, I took you around for a tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was amazing.
The only thing I remember is flying in. We're in the airplane, and the scenery from up above was absolutely amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You have all the lakes, the trees, I'm not going to call them mountains, but you have the hills and the cliffs and all that kind of stuff. And all of a sudden, in the middle of nowhere, there's this little city.
Yeah, it's funny when you fly from when you're flying away and you're going towards Toronto, like Thunder Bay is like this little clump of lights, and then it's just dark, like it's all land. And then you fly into Toronto and it's like lights as far as you can see, and then you come off the plane and you breathe in, it just smells like garbage. And you're just like, okay, I want to go back now.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's totally like you don't like realize it when you live around there, if you're always there, but when you come from somewhere like that and then fly in, you're like, oh my god,
holy shit, it smells like ass down here.
But people there, they actually had to have like when you drive around, you see plugs in people's driveways. Like there's like a stand and it has like plugs in it, and I was like, what is that for? Like, is it for like electric cars or something? I'm like, no. Yeah, I'm like, the electric cars are special ones. So I'm like, what? And I was so confused. And I found out that people all have block heaters for their cars so they can actually start in the winter.
Yep.
Wasn't there a rap song called Block Heater? But actually there was.
I don't know.
So,
I'll tell you what, in minus 50, never mind a car, I wouldn't start.
I had to. I had an exam.
Good one, George.
My car wouldn't start. I had to walk.
Minus 50. Jeez.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
But it doesn't feel like, well, that was cold. But their regular days, like a minus 20, it doesn't feel the same because their cold is kind of drier. Okay. Like here, it's like wet and like it freezes you to your bones. But like there, it's cold, but it's not like it's different. You could get frostbite and not even realize that it's cold enough because it's so dry. Yeah.
Well, they don't have the humidity up there. That's the thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot more comfortable actually. You can wear. When I was in Sudbury, we'd hit like minus 40, and I could take the garbage out to the end of the driveway wearing a t-shirt and not be like my nipples would get, a little bit.
Yeah, you and your nipples.
But yeah, it was comfortable though. I always found it was fine. But then of course, like what Keisha said, if you're out on a snow machine or whatever, you could freeze easily, leave exposed skin out, and you get frozen.
Yep.
Pretty quick. Wow. But it was a lot more comfortable. I can't stand honestly the cold here it was -7 yesterday, and it's lake effect makes it very cold.
Yeah. Even the cold. I mean, I've acclimatized a lot, obviously, but England was very damp and wet.
Yeah.
But it's the wind that gets me. I mean, I don't mind -20 as long as
it's windy.
If it's windy, that's what gets me. You know, that makes the whole difference.
It's windy.
I tell you what, the bloody weather. You know,
the bloody weather here.
The bloody weather. It's like
chilling that I need to
bloody hell.
I try and fart upwind so I can get some warmth, you know?
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty McNasty here.
Kathy, you didn't know there was dark versions of dab. Well, let me tell you something.
Oh, here we go.
There's your standard dab, which comes in the green can.
Little dab.
And there's what George and I drink. We drink the dark, which is in the black can. Then there's a lighter green can, which is Bock, which is 7% alcohol, which only comes out certain times a year. Then there is a white can, which is non-alcoholic dab beer. And there is also a bright yellow can of dab.
Oh, I've never seen that one.
Yeah, I actually have some downstairs. I would bring them up, but then you wouldn't see my pretty face for a few minutes.
All right. Yellow
It's
one.
I think it's like a I don't know, one of those funky drinks. Oh yeah. So there's like what I know of. There's 5 different dabs out there.
Right.
I've never seen the yellow one.
Yeah.
Oh, Peter. Hey, Pete. Hey, buddy.
Pete.
+5 in England. In England.
+5.
December feels like -20 over here. Yep. Freeze the brass balls off a monkey for sure. Potato Head. Just Potato Head. You know what? Here's a funny thing about Potato Head. He never had balls, did he?
No.
Neither did Mrs. Potato Head.
No, she didn't have balls either.
She didn't have anything. She didn't have machine gun jubblies or anything. Pretty agnostic when you think about it. Is that the right word? I don't know.
You really have like an obsession with Mr. Potato Head. Like,
if I dug into my tickle trunk, you know, deep enough, I'd probably find. I'd probably
Mr.
find
Potato Head
in pieces, of course.
Or maybe this is. You have his glasses and one of his little stubby arms.
Are you telling me you have his body parts in your trunk?
I might have Mr. Potato Head body parts in my pickle trunk, which I might find Harlot Barbie, and she comes with all the Ken shit, right? So,
oh no, are they in the same trunk together, Mr. Potato Head and Barbie?
Yeah, I mean, look at. So why aren't we going after Barbie and Ken? That should be the next org.change.gofundme something.
Yeah.
Or take down G.I. Joe, right?
You know what? It's whatever the fucking snowflakes are into today. That's what they're going to take down. Holy shit, is that a cat?
Yeah, this was the one that was snoring.
Snoring? Look at the size of that beast.
Yes, she snores very loud.
Wow. Pretty kitty. Look at you.
Her name's Callie.
Wow.
So tell us about all those bottles behind your head.
Yeah, I was just looking at them again. There's that row that looks like beer bottles. What are those? It's like a collection.
James.
Oh, those were a gift.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Those were the they're the Game of Thrones collection.
Oh, where you got those?
I don't know. Some really nice guy got them for me. I don't know.
Wow.
I can't reach with my headphones, so.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay,
No,
don't worry about it.
Knock
It's all
them down because we'll feel bad, and then we'll have.
Oh shit! Here we go. She's gonna do a fucking face plant.
Oh no!
Ow! Okay, I'm back. Here's one.
That's a big ass bottle.
Yeah, it's beer. I've never opened it.
Oh, I love the picture. I love the picture on that.
Yeah, and that has
that's right. They all have the different dragons on it, and they're actually corked.
Yeah.
Right.
And if you read the back of the bottles, they tried brewing it the same way that beer was brewed back in the day, supposedly when they had this shit going on.
Mm.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
interesting.
So, boys and
it won't last
lady,
forever though. Well,
it's
I've done that.
the,
I've kept a beer like that had one of those corks with the wire on it.
Yeah.
Right.
It was, I think it's Czechoslovakian, and it was called Bellevue beer. And,
Okay.
And I bought two at the time because Bellevue is like the name of that bike team that I follow in England.
Right.
And I had one, and it was good. It was good, and I left one for a while, and then I opened it, and it was like vinegar. So you want to drink it before it goes off, and then just put the thing back on again. Put the cork back in and the metal back on.
I don't think I'm ever gonna open these.
Okay. Well, you should try it though.
We did.
We did buy extras, and we tried them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's a very, very heavy, hoppy beer. It's not something that you're going to just want to sit and drink all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But they did that on purpose. They tried to make the beer taste like it would have tasted back then, right? When they had the Game of Thrones going on, because beer was not refined and manufactured the way it is today. It was very simplistic.
Is that the days when they go three beers
did you ever
and a mead? 3 beers and a mead, landlord.
Oh. Did you ever find out or hear how beer was found way back? There was people collecting crops. They were collecting wheat and barley and all that kind of, and it was in buckets, and they didn't bring everything in, and it rained, and the buckets were left outside. There's little wooden pails with the stuff in it, and it got wet and it started to ferment. And
Right.
I don't know what possessed them back then, but I said, "Oh, it's bubbling. Let's try and drink it. What's it taste like?"
Notice, Sean, Mr. Sean Strife, are you on? I can see.
And there we go. That's how beer was started.
Well,
by accident.
Years ago, I'm going back about 20 years. I was watching a documentary on the TV about beer, these different beers, the origins of beers, traditions of beers. And somewhere there's this tribe in the Amazon jungle that brew their own beer, and they on average, a guy drinks 27 pints of it a day. And they're all great. They're all in great shape.
Oh my God!
Yeah. I thought I want to go and live down in the Amazon jungle. I'll go and live with that tribe.
But
sounds like a fun life to me.
Yeah, that beer there would be all natural. Would have no chemicals in it.
Exactly. Yeah.
The crap we drink today that they call beer, is full of nonsense.
Yeah.
And that's a difference.
Yeah.
I used to make beer at home as well, and it was a lot of fun to do.
But tasted.
But it sure stunk up the basement, and it was not. It was not the best beer, but it was just fun doing it, right?
Yeah. And there's always a few bottles that explode on you as well.
I've done the microbrewery stuff where you go there and you make your beer and they store it, carbonate it, blah blah blah, and then you come back a few weeks later, bottle it.
Yeah.
That beer is actually pretty good.
Yeah, that would be.
They've really come up with some nice stuff, and I think I'm going to get back into doing that again because it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
What are you making right now?
What am I making?
Yeah,
I'm making maple syrup. I've already boiled down 90 liters.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. And I have 140 liters collected.
Nice.
So today was slow because it was cold during the day, but it's going to start warming up this week through the days. And that's the whole secret. It's got to be above zero during the day and below zero at night. And the rest of the week is going to be like this. So I think I'm going to be collecting lots of syrup. I've got 14 jugs up on the trees. Yeah. So, yeah, baby. Here we go. Oh, does that mean you're looking forward to having some?
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So
I'll have
hey,
to.
back to when you were talking about you were talking about heating up at your place and something going on. And
What?
were you talking about doing a fire or something?
A campfire.
Yeah. When?
Well, before the bugs come out would be good.
Okay. Friday.
Sure. Actually, come right now. I'm sure Eric's fire is still going over there.
I would probably fall asleep. I just had, honestly, I have a dentist appointment for tomorrow because I've had like a sore tooth up here, and I wasn't sure what's going on with it. So I took a couple of Advil and a couple of Tylenol. It seems to be okay and slept okay, but it was really bad. It was driving me up the wall. So then I thought I got to break out the old perks, and yeah, that's how bad it was. But not that I have any or anything, allegedly. But
See, up here where I live, we don't have perks. We have gummies. Everybody has their little gummies,
oh yeah, for your
and life is good.
yeah. Can I get some of those? Like the what are they called? You mean the CBD stuff? Gummies?
No, the good ones.
Oh, okay. Good ones. Whatever. All right. We'll have to take that one offline because you do have a relative here in one of these panels. Guess which one?
Oh, George? Are we related, George?
Not the last time I looked, but I'll check.
George.
Okay, hang on. My phone just told me I'm low on power, and last time I took this little white plug and stuck it into my phone, boop, I was gone. So if something happens, I will be back.
So let's do this. Let's do
well,
this.
You know what, though?
The test of technology.
Before we go,
cancel out.
Before we go,
we got the contest.
It's time for this, right?
It's Van Halen.
Good guess.
Wow.
Whose guess is it this week? Hang on, it's who's to go? It's Ringo.
It's Eruption from Van Halen on side. I'm going to take A because I am. So A.
See, that's the problem. Stephanie was supposed to be here tonight.
Yeah.
So that Keisha could be on a team and Stephanie could be on a team. We're going to double gang and do these quizzes.
Right.
Yeah. But
Stephanie
was not. She worked.
Why did you have to get sick?
Well, that happens.
You know what? She worked in healthcare, as you know, and they're really running everybody working in that field.
Yeah.
Right now.
Oh, it's brutal. Alana's at work right now. She's
so I
doing
noticed.
the night shift.
I noticed on who's I guess watching tonight was Sean Strife from Social Strife. We had him and one of his bandmates on here one time. But Sean also has his own podcast, and he's very opinionated and stuff like that. We got to get him back on sometime.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
I thought he might have been on. I'd have hopped him on the stream, but yeah.
All right, stop delaying, Ringo. Come on.
I'm not delaying, am I? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's go. Do it.
Heiko's low on power. You should take advantage of him tonight. He's low on power. Yeah, you could. All right. So, question on side A. It's all about top selling albums of all time in the UK.
All right.
Oh.
All right. In the top 20 albums of all time so far in the UK, Queen's Greatest Hits is in there. Now, has Sgt. Pepper's sold more by the Beatles, sold more or less copies than Queen's Greatest Hits?
So the sales you're saying are just in the UK?
This is the UK. This is UK.
Only in the UK.
This is the UK, yeah.
Okay.
So that's a factor you have to think of, or not.
So it's Queen or George?
Queen's Greatest Hits Volume 1, as it turned out to be, but it's Queen's Greatest Hits or Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band by the Beatles. Did that sell more or less copies?
Come on, Ringo, you could do this. We got to tie up tonight.
Hits?
Come on.
That's a tough. We should have gone side B, actually, Ringo.
Oh my God!
He always chooses A.
Yeah, because he likes it. He's Canadian.
But I try to keep as neutral as possible here. Did Sgt. Pepper's sell more or less copies of the album, vinyl album?
Hey, George, do you have that music? Ding, ding, ding.
You knew what I was doing.
Ding, ding, ding.
I'll give him 15 seconds. Hang on.
Hang on a minute.
Okay.
No, I lost the feed for a second.
Come on, Ringo.
What was
You
the
can do
question
it.
again, George?
Okay. Repeat the question. What did you say?
No, he's trying to look it up on Google. Come on, hurry the fuck
No,
up.
I'm
You
not
can see it in your glasses.
I know, I can see it.
What? Those are my screens.
You fucking cheater.
No. What?
I might have to. I might have to deduct points.
It's my Facebook screen.
Yeah, whatever.
Now it is.
You guys see? Hang on a second. You guys see this?
Yeah.
We see it all.
You cheater.
Honestly, I have no idea.
All right. What do you have to say, either more or less? One of them is going to be right.
Wait a minute. Hang on a second.
You don't have to say one word. You've got a choice of 2 words: more
50-50.
or less. I'll explain the rules of the game. Is it
See,
more or is it less?
There's two TV screens there, so his head is slightly tilted this way, and then for the question, his head is all of a sudden over this way. It's like, what are you doing there, Ringo?
No, I have a screen up here, which is got look on it right now.
It just happens to be on the UK's top-selling albums of all time. Oh. Yes, I know.
And you still haven't answered because you're still trying to read the question here.
No. Okay. So I would say so. I honestly am not a Beatles fan. So that would be the Beatles. I know that Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club was probably big, but
whoever came up with the name of that album, that's like fucked up.
No,
Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
I think it's Paul McCartney came up with
that. More Beatles as Queen had an up.
This is the UK. Got to think it's the UK.
Yeah.
The top 20 albums of all time. Queen's Greatest Hit is in there, and also Sgt. Pepper's. But did Sgt. Pepper's sell more or less?
So
than
George,
Queen?
hang on, George. He's already had an answer come from the fans. So if he gets it right, it's only half a point. He's stalling. He's taking way too long.
What was the answer?
I would say that. Like I don't know. So what year was this, George?
This was like 2018 and 2019, I think.
Oh, okay. Like then I'd have to say Queen.
You think Queen sold more than the Beatles and the?
Yeah, because there's that whole resurgence with Queen, right? So
okay. Yeah. One of the groundbreaking albums of all time, you reckon? Okay.
Yeah.
More tea, Becca.
Okay. See how Hauko. We'll give you the answer in a second. Let's see how Hauko is going to do it. Same thing.
Hang on. I'm not going to answer my question. Keisha is.
What?
All right. Okay. It's easy. Just go more or less.
Oh,
She's
no.
the fan.
Okay.
She's the fan, and this is what we're supposed to do.
Let's see if I even know who the band's.
Okay.
Ah!
All right. Now, this is the UK. Bat Out of Hell by Meatloaf is one of the top 20 selling albums of all time.
Yes.
Now, does What's the Story, Morning Glory by Oasis, has that sold more or less copies of that album in the UK?
Less.
You going more? Oasis have sold less than Meatloaf.
Yeah. Yep.
Do you want to call a friend?
Nah.
No.
All right. Okay. All right. So this is interesting. Queen's Greatest Hits is the number one top selling vinyl album in the UK of all time.
Of course it is.
And Ringo said that it sold more than Sgt. Pepper's, and it
Yes.
did. Sgt. Pepper's is the third top selling album.
All right, Ringo.
All right, so
I know you had lots of help, and you had 20 minutes to figure that answer out, but that's okay.
Right, so the score now.
Sorry, I wasn't
depends on this question.
Honestly, I wasn't paying attention because I was just chatting.
Of course. So I was being fair here. I just let our fan do it. Our fan here, Keisha, is doing it.
It was a horrible choice.
No, it's not. It's all good.
So
you're a fan.
Did I actually? Okay. All right. So that was
you
right.
Won, you won that. That's a good answer, Mr. Ringo.
Oh, you don't know the answer to this one yet.
No, not yet.
Okay. But the score does stand at 10 apiece.
Woo!
And it all depends on whether this is right or wrong.
Okay.
So much pressure.
Bat Out of Hell is one of the top 20 selling albums of all time in the UK. And the question was, did Oasis's What's the Story, Morning Glory sell more or less than Bat Out of Hell?
In the UK.
In the UK.
In the UK.
Bat Out of Hell is the 19th best-selling album in the top 20. Oasis, What's the Story, Morning Glory.
Is that with that stupid song Wonderwall on it?
Yeah. Is the 5th best-selling album.
It's a great song. It just
which means...
Who the hell is that anyway? I don't even know who they are.
I don't know.
Like, what the fuck? What's wrong with the UK? They know nothing about music over there.
So, unfortunately, that's a big 0 this week for Heiko. So the scores stay now tied.
Hey, we're tied, buddy.
10.
We're tied. Yeah. 10-10. And you know what? For next week, one more each, and we're tied.
No, you're tied now. 10-10.
You're awesome, Keisha. Good guess.
At least I was quicker than Ringo. I was decisive.
Yeah, a lot quicker. He had so much help. He had half the world give him the answer.
And Google.
Yeah.
I'm just negotiating Mr. Sean Strife of Social Strife about coming on the show. He's got his own podcast. I guess it's a podcast or live, but it's really kind of cool. And he doesn't really. What I like about Sean is he's pretty edgy. He takes on some pretty interesting topics anyway. But and he's mastered the 4-letter word. But I really wanted his opinion on Potato Head, so he's going to get
Well, there's always next week.
I asked him.
The 4-letter word.
I wanted your opinion on Potato Head, Pepe, and Harlot Barbie running off with all of Ken's shit. So he said, "Let's do it. I'm down, and I'm proposing next week." So
hang on.
Yeah.
Keisha, what do you think about all this Potato Head shit?
What are your thoughts?
We're bringing back the Potato Head shit again.
Yeah. It's important to us. It's important to us, but you are the next generation.
Honestly, well, I played with Potato Head when I was a kid too. I had a Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. But I mean, like all they're doing is changing the brand name. Like the brand name is Mr. Potato Head for all the potato heads. So they're just taking off the Mr. and they're calling it Potato Head for all of them across the board. I don't know.
And what do you think of that?
It's not really a big deal to me, to be honest. Like, it's like I'm not going to get a huge fuss up over potato heads. Like, they're like plastic dolls, but like it's a lot of effort for a company to go out and change all that over everything.
Yeah,
I mean,
because some snowflakes are complaining, like, and to me, I go, as a family unit, which everybody always talks about, there is a Mister, there's a Mrs., and there's the kids. So there's a Mr. Potato Head and a Mrs. Potato Head. So how can they not have the Mr. and Mrs.? How can it just be Potato Head? You know what I mean?
yeah.
I'm a little snowflake.
That's right.
I didn't even think kids still played with potato heads anymore.
Oh, I was thinking maybe that's why they've done it, to kind of re-promote it, give it,
what?
Exposure, all this exposure that Potato Heads had on the media. Has it increased sales for Hasbro or Mattel or whoever makes them? Maybe that's
probably.
Is that who's doing this kind of thing?
Maybe they're coming out with a new Toy Story movie soon.
Yeah.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Well, you know what?
Do about that, then?
Our fan Kathy has been in the background just going on about shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Kathy has said a couple of times, "Who saw the Grammys?"
Not me.
So we got to answer her. I didn't. George didn't. Keisha didn't. What are the Grammys, by the way? Is that something to do with Mr. Potato Head?
They're like awards for music, aren't they?
Music industry awards that are all just kind of fake. Yeah.
And even that, I'm so out of it. I won't watch the Grammys anymore, because all this new, I don't even want to say the word, but all this new shit has made it so difficult to even listen to good music anymore. And I know there's a lot of new artists. I'm not into all the new music, but there is some good, there's some bad. And the one thing that always was fun to watch was halftime at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Because bands came out and they did the most exceptional stage shows, visual stuff with fireworks and music. And you know what? We all sat down, through this COVID nonsense, and we watched the Super Bowl this year. And what we saw was the absolute worst piece of shit fucking nonsense I've ever seen in my life. It's like, you might as well put a diaper commercial on it, would have been more exciting than that fucking nonsense. It was terrible.
Well,
terrible.
What would
Some
you say?
idiot thinks he's Michael Jackson, and you know what? Nobody's ever going to be Michael Jackson. I was never into his music, but he was a piece of work, and he did exceptional stuff globally.
Yep.
And this piece of garbage they had on this is me talking, was an absolute complete waste of airtime.
Well,
yep.
What
Kathy's talking about that WAP song. I'm pretty sure that's what she's talking about.
Yeah.
It's
like,
but like, who would you say is your favorite? And I'm not a beginner NFL fan, but who do you reckon put on the best halftime show?
Like an actual team, or you talk about artists?
Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Again, I'm not a Lady Gaga fan, but her show was amazing.
She jumped from the top of the stadium. That was crazy.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah.
So what was on the other halftime thing? What was that band? What was it? What was it called now?
Didn't J-Lo and Shakira or something do one together too? I think that was.
Yeah, that was a couple years back, right?
Well, I'll tell you, I'm not a huge fan, but I'm a fan of some of his work. Well, I guess I'm not. I really like some of his stuff, but looking back again, because like I say, going back a few years now, I think one of the best actual performances I ever saw at halftime was Prince. It was just unbelievable to me. I mean, it was actually raining, and it was just this show in the rain, and then he ends with Purple Rain. It's like you couldn't get better special effects than that for your closer. It was brilliant.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, it's
That
just
was
fantastic.
that was big.
Yeah.
Well, Prince
Yeah.
Prince was pretty amazing, actually.
But yeah,
Kathy was big.
Yeah.
and see again, my taste of music. I was never a Prince fan,
Oh, Kathy
but
says Prince.
but what he did
Lady Gaga
was
second. So there you
really
go.
really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. I mean,
Yeah.
interesting guy. So, I think we should wrap it up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
before we get too crazy.
No.
Sean Strife from Social Strife will be on next Monday night.
Oh, great.
Confirm that while we were
Look forward to that.
Yeah,
I've
he was
got-
watching the show. I was actually figured out a way. There's a lot of people who are watching the show, but they're not interacting, so we don't really
Yep.
see the numbers that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was actually going in and looking at it differently, and I can see who's kind of watching. But it was good to see him on there because I've been meaning to ask him back. Again, very opinionated, and he'll
No,
have
but he's a very good guest. I enjoyed when he was on.
he's a great guest, very articulate, very very well schooled on he challenges a lot of political issues and stuff like that, and it's definitely going to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
So Keisha, before you leave, what you've been a supporter of the show since we were a while back, since we were on reality radio.
Since we were babies.
Yep. So
still are babies.
if we could change for the better one thing, or and don't say voice of an angel, that's never going. But if you could
gotta go.
Give us some feedback on something that we could change or add to the show that would make it that much better for everyone participating, what would it be?
To participate. Nice. I don't know. I think Facebook is pretty easy for people to comment and stuff now. Emails open where you could read emails. I don't know if that's hard for you guys to do with this setup, but I think you got a lot more in-depth responses for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Put me on the spot.
I know.
Yeah.
We're like we've we've realized for a very long time that when the numbers started to grow a bit, and I'm not sure we were always getting the right stats, but then when COVID hit and we started doing all of this, there was a lot of appreciation, I think, for just having something somebody could people could watch. But it's really all about everybody who participates outside of what's on the screen. I mean, you can, because it kind of expands our conversation and everything. So, but
I think a lot of people get nervous, like they're too nervous to show up on the air if they make a mistake or something like that. But I think when you ask the listeners like questions and try to keep them involved, I find more people answer. Like a lot of people are passionate; they just have to be asked the right question.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I think certain people would say the biggest mistake on this show was Ringo even, being born. But they're dead wrong about that, because then you would hear the voice of an angel. Angel.
Oh,
jeez.
Well, I'll tell you the one thing. Like tonight was kind of cool because I was talking with Ursula, Phil, and Eric about an hour before the show came on, and I told them, I said, "Watch the show. Feel free to comment." And Eric
you guys have
did.
some unstable internet out there, so I'm wondering.
Still, but I said, Eric, if you're still listening, thanks, buddy. It was so cool to actually see your name come up on the screen and comment on the show. Phil, Ursula,
I've got
not so much.
Well, I love you, Ursula, so
I threatened her tonight. I said I'm going to have her on the show later on to promote the sunflower farm.
That's awesome. Well, that's not a threat, is it?
Well, she's kind of like, oh, I can't do that.
Yeah, well, that reminds me of a song.
Oh, does it?
to what the flower people say.
Oh, Jesus. George, can you mute that, please? Can you do something about that?
Right. It wasn't right.
I think a seagull just hit a window and fell from the
my
sky.
Yeah.
There you go. I've kept a check. I've done a Heiko where I've kept check because you didn't have your pad with you, Heiko, right?
No, I did not.
I've got it. I kept check. If I've missed anybody, my apologies.
Kathy, Derek, Phil, go ahead. Read them off.
I've got Derek and Eric.
Nice.
Kathy, Phil, Richard, Cliff,
Yes.
and Peter. So if I missed anybody, I apologize.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Nah, you know what? They're devoted fans. They're here pretty much every single show. They're involved in our trivia. They're involved in our jokes. They actually even communicate back and forth. They use us as a medium to talk to each other.
Yeah.
I think it's great. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
We missed Stephanie tonight. She's not feeling well. Hopefully you're better next time.
Yeah, she'll be back on soon.
Yeah. And our other fan that we don't have to mention on that because she's live is Keisha.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Glad to be here. Be a part of the show.
What are you drinking there?
Oh, it's a gin smash for Georgian
a
Bay.
gin smash.
So-
Okay, gotcha.
I'll tell you what, these kids today know their drinks, not like us in
That's
my
right.
day.
Oh, I know, eh?
Don't go designing any bridges tomorrow, okay? After drinking all those again. Yep. I built this bridge on gin smash.
I mean, I'm not a lightweight like you, Ringo.
Oh! Whoa! All right. Boom, boom, boom. The gloves are off. Here we go.
And what was the one earlier? So you've had a gin smash. What was the other one? What was the first one?
It was Flashing Peaches.
Flashing Peaches.
And that's 7% alcohol. That's a good drink.
Flashing Peaches and gin smash. I love it.
So you know what we should do? Since this challenge for drinking and shit came up, maybe we should do that 100 challenge that did on Letterkenny. 1 ounce per minute for 100 minutes.
Hey, wait, guys! I just got a note.
See, look at that. He ignored it completely.
No. I got a friend. This is hilarious.
Yeah.
No. Hang with me for a second here, because I got a buddy, Bob, who just texted me.
Bob.
He said, I guess, okay, so on my Facebook today, I posted a picture of a pig getting roasted, which I roasted. I have no qualms of. It was actually at my buddy's wedding, and yeah, let me just see. So I just put it out there thinking, oh, summer's coming. I'm gonna do another pig roast. Of course, it's not for everybody, but
So are you inviting the Heikadelic show to your place for a pig roast? Is that what you're saying?
Sure, we can do that. I pulled out my pig roaster and kind of got it in place the other day. So yeah. So I just want to see.
Keisha, do you remember the pig roast?
I miss having that kind of stuff. It's great.
Oh my God.
Corn roast, pig roast, all of it.
When I used to live in the Schwigety, I had a pig roast, and we had so many people come. We actually knocked down the fence between our place and the neighbors, so we had room for everybody. Yeah.
So apparently, I can't really see it, but somebody I guess had a really nasty bunch of comments about my pig.
What?
Yeah. Somebody
come on.
Little vegan. I'm trying to find it actually.
So a snowflake. You're talking about snowflakes again.
Well, I mean, like just trying to find it here. Where is it? How do you
Kathy,
find
what are you talking about? What the hell was that?
His voice
Elaborate.
is amazing.
I think it was when I made that little song.
Yes.
Pig roasts are amazing, but some people get weirded out because it looks like a pig. Like, I'm sure the person who said that eats bacon. Like,
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
I just before I say something.
See, when you get a pig and roast it, you got the whole animal and you roast it. When you get bacon, everyone goes, "Oh, bacon, bacon, bacon." It's a pig too, but you know what they do? They put it on a slicer and they sing, sing, sing. They cut the whole thing into little skinny slices. What's worse, roasting the whole pig or making little slices then cooking them up? Come on,
Okay.
snowflakes.
Scarlet Grace, do you add people who are against?
Why are you laughing, Keisha?
I just laugh a lot.
I know.
That's my thing.
And you know what? I really think that is the way your age group is going to have to get through life, is you're going to have to laugh a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, I think we were the last generation that almost kind of grew up normal, played outside, and when
that word you just said, I think that's a word they're going to take out of the dictionary, because that word almost does not exist anymore.
What word?
Play.
Play. Well, you play video games.
No, they just call that gaming.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the young generation does not know what the word play means. You know?
Well, it's funny. I saw a video with all these comparisons. Like when you make the sign to take a picture, you do this. But apparently now kids do this.
What?
Yeah, or talk on the phone and they do this instead of this.
No, really?
Wow.
A lot has changed.
Yep. And it will. And the people from my generation, you know, we grew up with this, right? We grew up with this.
Mm-hmm.
So we just look and shake our heads, go, whatever. Do what you want. We still have what we grew up with, and that will stick with us for the rest of our lives. You will have different things, different signs, different colors, different gestures. Fine. But I just
like I still have all those too. Like that's what we use, but I think I'm like on the edge of it. Like I'll say, "Did you get that on tape instead of on video or something?"
What the hell's that?
It's a cat fight.
A cat fight?
Yeah.
You sure it's not James doing something weird?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Where is he? I haven't seen him.
It looks like somebody was a little offended by my pig roast thing. So.
There's the O word, offended.
She said, I don't know. I just deleted it because it was somebody who got at
Anybody out there, I'm sorry, I might be a bit crass or whatever. I don't care what you think. But when you say the O word, if you're offended, this is my response. Okay? Actually, more like this. Offended.
All right, let's wrap it up.
I'm not going to say anymore. It's going to get crazy. These will come out. So awesome, Keisha. It was wonderful having you on the show.
Yeah, thanks for coming along.
Thanks for having me.
No problem.
You've shown the fans that you're a trooper. You're full of knowledge. You love to drink. You've got lots of trophies behind you to show it. And that's why you've stuck with us for all these years.
Yeah, excuse to drink all that, I guess.
I know, it's a Monday night drink-a-thon.
Yeah, always a Monday night.
So is there anything else you want to plug or throw out there for everyone to hear?
Well, I went to a farmer's market on the weekend, and it was by the Nimi family farm, and it was actually really nice. Like already in the spring, they have a bunch of vendors out, all local. So yeah, it was fantastic. They had amazing stuff. So I highly suggest going out to things like that and supporting your local people trying to make a living.
Yes. Wonderful. Wonderful. How about George? Ringo? Any last words?
Yeah, see you in week 54.
Oh my God. That's all you have to say?
Yeah, hopefully it'll be a good one. What's wrong with that?
So I think the same person who had issues with maybe Pepe Le Pew and Potato Head don't like my pig. So I guess I have to take that down.
Uh-oh.
So.
Oh, come on.
Oh, no, I'm leaving it there. Totally.
No, just delete that person. That's what you do.
That's the thing. Like,
yeah.
Well, no, but you know what? There's honestly, I don't know. You know what? There are people out there that feel that animals are treated poorly, and you know what? I've seen it firsthand. Been on a farm that animals were not treated very well, and so they lived a horrible life, right? But if it's humanely done, I mean, you're right, Heiko. People are buying their stuff out of a grocery store, but it was raised on a farm at some point, and we've all relied on meat, and now this, I don't want to call it like a vegan movement or anything like that, but like there are vegetarians, and I totally respect that as well. Right?
Yes.
But whether you're a vegetarian,
and see, this is my whole issue with all this. I've been working with the local farmers here. There's a chicken farm, there's a duck farm, and I was just last night. I was helping load the truck at a duck farm. We put 5,000 ducks on trucks, 6 trucks.
Yep.
It's a lot of work. The chicken farms do the same thing. Now you have I'm just mentioning those, but you have all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It is done for the people that go to Swiss Chalet, that want their chicken sandwich, that
Right.
go to a restaurant and want their duck dinner. These animals are raised for food. There's cows, there's pigs, there's all that stuff. Okay? So if you want to be a vegan, there's nothing wrong with that. That is your choice. You choose not to eat red meat. Fine. That's your choice. Take that and go with it. Live happily ever after. But you have absolutely no right to go and complain that there's other people eating that kind of meat.
Yeah,
it's just like you like chocolate ice cream. You like strawberry ice cream. You like blueberry ice cream.
No,
fuck off.
The only thing I'd clarify there is vegan and vegetarian. They're really although they seem like the same thing, they're different, right? Like
they're different.
Vegan,
yes, they
more
are.
of a culture, borderline spiritual thing. But the like a vegetarian is just somebody who eats vegetables. But here, fun fact, okay? I was watching a documentary about how they've tested and proven that plants, have the ability to communicate somehow, right?
Absolutely.
They've taken a plant and they've created a situation where the plant gets fearful of something. Like it could be.
Well, what I think I saw the same thing you did. Yeah.
Yeah.
What they did is they put sensors on plants, on the stem and leaves of the plants. And what they started doing is they had a bunch of plants in a row, and they started cutting limbs and leaves off the plants and cutting the plants off. And they started to notice the plants beside them, the sensors were picking up signals. And these plants actually see what's happening to the plant next to them, and they're starting to get fearful of being cut up themselves. So, you know what? Plants have feelings too.
Well, that's what, could be happening.
It's true. Like everything that lives There's that natural thing with humans, plants, animals, everything. There is that will to survive. And I believe that's in everything and anything. So again, I'm not knocking vegetarians or vegans or nothing. You choose to eat that. We choose to eat this. Let's all leave each other alone and just carry on, because it's a great world that we live in. And let's stop fighting about shit we're eating.
Yeah.
And drinking and smoking.
Yep, absolutely. So I guess on that note, we will wrap it up for this week.
So thanks to all our fans that were part of the show. George mentioned you a few minutes ago. I thank you very much, Keisha, for being a fan that made it to the show. And hopefully we're going to hear from some of you other fans out there. Send us a message on Facebook, right to the Heikadelic Show, and we'll have you on in the near future. So, excuse me. Until then, we'll see you guys all next Monday night at 9:30 when the Heikadelic Show gets down and dirty. See you guys. Have fun and be good. Bye.
Well, that's another wrap for the Heikadelic Show, folks, so time to get dirty. And don't forget, listen in next week on Monday night and every Monday after that for the Heikadelic Show at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. If you'd like more information on the Heikadelic Show, please find us at www.theheikedelicshow.com or .ca. We'll see you all next week on the Heikadelic Show. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor for the Heikadelic Show, it's easy. Just send us an email at info@theheikedelicshow.com. Meanwhile, you can browse our website at www.theheikedelicshow.com or .ca. Click on our sponsor tab and find out more information on sponsorships. Thanks for joining the Heikadelic Show, fans.